Harry could fly to Canada as early as next weekend. But will he ever return? Prince has packed diary next week, but presence of Meghan's labradors at Vancouver hideaway are clue they are unlikely to come back. Prince Harry will join Meghan in Canada as early as next weekend, giving rise to fears that they may never return to live in the UK. Sources have told the Mail that the prince has a packed diary of meetings at the beginning of next week and an official engagement at Buckingham Palace on Thursday. It could be his last as a working royal, depending on how negotiations with the rest of the royal family go. After that he is expected to fly back to Canada, where his wife is with their 8-month-old son, Archie, and 2 dogs. This could come as early as next weekend, and will certainly be within 2 weeks. It is understood that Meghan, who left the country on Thursday, does not have a return flight booked back to London. Sources confirmed to the Mail there are no official engagements in her diary for the foreseeable future. The couple have been living in a luxury £10.7 million property on Vancouver Island. Archie was left there with his nanny and Meghan's best friend, Toronto-based stylist Jessica Mulroney, and her family while the Sussexes flew back to London together on Monday. The Duchess has not been spotted at the sprawling Vancouver Island home where they spent their break, but the Telegraph report that after her BA flight Meghan was whisked back to the mansion where she was thought to have left her 8-month-old. Insiders insisted yesterday that Harry had always planned to stay in Britain when his wife flew back to Canada. He will undertake his first official royal engagement since the beginning of November on Thursday, when he hosts the Rugby League World Cup draw. This is likely to be somewhat awkward due to the presence of the British media, for which he has so clearly expressed his disdain. Harry believes it is possible for him to work things through and retain some role working for his grandmother, the Queen. Royal aides confirmed that their negotiations over the couple's future were progressing well yesterday. But the presence of his family across the Atlantic, leaving their Windsor home, Frogmore Cottage, refurbished using £2.4 million worth of taxpayers' money, but empty since last November, suggests the move is already more permanent than anyone believed. Yesterday 2 SUVs could be seen coming and going from the holiday home. A 6-feet-high chain-link fence lining swaths of the grounds, erected before the royal couple's arrival, remained in place. A clue to Harry and Meghan's bombshell plans was that they flew their 2 beloved pets with them to Vancouver Island. Guy, the rescue beagle that Meghan has owned since her pre-marriage days, and a female black Labrador puppy, traveled out with the couple to Canada in November and have remained there. A black Labrador was seen yesterday roaming the grounds. Royal insiders confirmed that the dog's staying in Canada was the biggest clue, in hindsight, that they were unlikely to come back from this so-called holiday. The source added, both the Duke and Duchess adore their dogs and Guy has already been relocated from Canada to London once when Meghan moved over. She wouldn't have considered a move again for him if it wasn't going to be at least semi-permanent. Trudy Bennett, 76, who lives near the Canadian home, told the Mail last night, "There was never a dog on the property and at least one dog is still there. My husband also heard some British accents around the property yesterday." Meghan's return after just a few days in Britain was anticipated by locals, who treated them as ordinary neighbors and made every effort to protect their privacy. Meanwhile, the Sussexes declined to name the alleged Russian billionaire who may have bankrolled their getaway. The owner of the mansion has masked his identity using controversial legal methods.